Amid the almost nightly reports about labor shortages and renewed tension around immigration policy, we have a story tonight that intersects both issues. It's a story about a police chief who needs officers and willing applicants who can't legally hold the job.
Ike Ben David and producer Daniela Fierro have explored the lives of undocumented migrant farm workers. They headed back to farm country when they heard about this new idea. Ike?
On farms in Addison County and across Vermont are farm workers who aren't from around here. There are migrants from places like Mexico and Central America who came here to the country illegally to find work. They live in the shadows, avoiding law enforcement. But what if these farmhands wanted off the farm? And what if they wanted to be law enforcement? Like many police departments around the state and country,
10-8, do you have a description now?
the Middlebury Police Department
A white shirt and dark pants.
Beware, there's a warrant for your arrest.
is having a tough time finding new police officers.
You have arrest warrants. But for what?
Our challenge in Addison County is we're a rural county. People are not inclined to move here from other places, and the housing here right now is very tough.
Chief Tom Hanley also points to the loss of public trust in recent years nationwide, stemming from deadly use of force incidents that has decreased interest in law enforcement careers.
Struggling to find applicants who are qualified to do the job.
With his department sitting in the middle of Addison County, known for its farming community, Hanley had an idea last fall, tapping into the population of undocumented migrant workers.
And it came to me as I've got this huge labor pool out there. These folks are looking for opportunity. We're looking for employees. Maybe there's a way we can cross paths somewhere.
Chief Hanley reached out to people supporting the migrant community, and soon after, 3 interested men came in for an interview.
They're all farm labor.
So they know a thing or two about hard work then.
Hard work and struggle. I mean, they're exposed to life things that most of our applicants will never be exposed to.
Hanley says they met most of the initial qualifications to become police trainees.
I'm looking for people with life experience. What can they bring to the table to us to make us a better agency?
And is that the same if I just went in and applied?
Yeah, it's one of the things we look for in our interview process is what can you bring to the table? What are you going to do for us that makes us a better agency, that makes us better able to serve diverse populations?
You spend a lot of time in the backyard here?
Tony Rodriguez is one of the 3 people who applied. He moved to Vermont from Mexico 9 years ago and started working on dairy farms.
It's heavy. You have to get up 2 or 3 in the morning.
Rodriguez now works on a hemp farm and says he loves life in Vermont.
Around here, I don't have much friends around here.
And even though he misses his family, he wants to be more a part of the community.
I want to stay because it's good opportunity to make a change. I think 1 year ago I moved to here.
Rodriguez says he is aware of the tension between police and communities of color around the United States, but doesn't want to wait for others to make change. He wants to be part of the change.
No se relacionan mucho con la comunidad.
There's no interaction between the Latino community. There's like a divide that the people have fear. I wish there was more of a relationship with people, that they can feel that police are here to protect them, that they're here to save their lives.
Y para protegerlos, que estás aquí para salvar sus vidas.
As with hundreds, maybe thousands of undocumented workers in Vermont, Rodriguez remains in the shadows. He's employed illegally and risks deportation if caught by federal authorities. But with the state authorities not questioning immigration status, Rodriguez has been able to earn a high school equivalency diploma and obtain a driver privilege card. Now, he'd love the opportunity to earn a badge.
How does Officer Rodriguez sound to you?
Sound good. Yeah, that sounds very good.
Right now, immigration, even the least controversial aspects of it, is like the third rail in U.S. politics.
Brian Sullivan is an expert on immigration law with MSK Attorneys. He says because the 3 migrants came to the country illegally.
But the chief says no one's applying. Does that count?
It seems unlikely becoming cops could become reality, and says the complicated nature of immigration policy won't be changing anytime soon.
I think the chief or whoever's idea this is, his heart is in the right place. This is exactly the kind of thing we need in police departments. But given the fact that they're undocumented, the process would be extremely difficult, would be very long, and there would be no guarantee that it would work.
Either through executive order or through legislation or some way, or help me steer through this.
We're going to walk back to my car, okay?
Back in Middlebury, the chief says with no applications coming in, he still feels this is an answer to his staffing issues and to building trust in the police department.
And if we have somebody from that community that's here that can understand, they can fully articulate what the issues are, I think it'll open a lot of doors.
He knows it's an uphill battle.
The federal impediments, the law, we just can't. I mean, we have to certify that they're citizens or they have their papers, and well, obviously we can't do that at this point.
So you're the law saying the law is in the way?
Yeah, well, I'm the local law that says the federal law is in the way, and never the twain shall cross, and we can't supersede federal law.
The last major movement toward comprehensive immigration reform was back in 2007 and would have given undocumented people a pathway to living legally in the U.S. Today, there are no serious bipartisan reforms under consideration in Congress. Reporting live in the studio, Ike Ben David, Channel 3 News.